In this video, we are going to learn about computer architecture, basic types of computer architecture and the difference between von Neumann architecture and hardware architecture. Let's first discuss about computer architecture. Computer architecture is concerned with the structure and behavior of the computer. It includes the instruction formats, the instruction set and techniques for addressing memory. Actually, there are different types of instruction formats, instruction sets and addressing modes are available. Its details we will discuss in the subsequent video. The architectural design of a computer system is concerned with the specification of the various functional modules such as processors and memories and structuring them together into a computer system. Two basic types of computer architecture are von Neumann architecture and hardware architecture. Here the block diagram of von Neumann machine and hardware machine are shown. In von Neumann machine, single memory is used for storing both instructions as well as data. Since it uses single memory, it uses single bus for transmitting both instructions as well as data. That is, this line indicates the data bus which is used for transmitting both instructions as well as data. And this line indicates the address bus which is used for specifying the address for memory. These instructions and data are retrieved from memory from the address indicated by the address bus. Since this von Neumann machines uses single memory, the design of von Neumann machines looks very simple. As well, the cost for developing von Neumann machine is cheaper than hardware machine. And coming to hardware machine, it uses two different memories for storing instructions and data. That is, it uses program memory for storing instructions only and it uses data memory that is used for storing only data. Here, this line indicates the instruction bus which is used for transmitting instruction from program memory to processor. And this line indicates the data bus which is used for transmitting data to and from memory. And this line indicates the data address bus which specifies the address for data memory. And this line indicates the instruction address bus which indicates the address for program memory. Instructions are retrieved from program memory from the address specified by the instruction address bus. And similarly, data are retrieved from the data memory from the address indicated by the data address bus. Since this hardware machine uses two different memories, the design of hardware machine looks complex than von Neumann machine. As well, the cost for developing hardware machine also costlier than von Neumann machine. Let's now discuss about the difference between von Neumann architecture and hardware architecture. Von Neumann architecture is based on the stored program computer concept, whereas hardware architecture is based on hardware Mark I relay based model. Von Neumann architecture, it has only one memory for storing instructions as well as data, whereas hardware architecture, it has separate memory for storing instructions and data, namely program memory and data memory. Von Neumann architecture has one common bus for fetching both instructions and data, whereas hardware architecture has two separate buses for fetching both instructions and data. Since von Neumann architecture uses only one memory and one common bus, its design is very simple. And coming to hardware architecture, since it uses separate memory for storing instructions and data and two separate buses for fetching both instructions and data, its design is complicated. In von Neumann architecture, a processor needs 2 clock cycles to complete an instruction, whereas in hardware architecture, processor can complete an instruction in 1 clock cycle. And von Neumann architecture, since it uses only one memory and one common bus, its cost is cheaper. And whereas hardware architecture, since it has separate memory and separate buses for handling instructions and data, its cost is comparatively higher than von Neumann architecture. Example for von Neumann architecture, desktop computers, and example for hardware architecture, microcontroller based computer systems and digital signal processor based computer systems. Viewers, in this video we have learnt about computer architecture, basic types of computer architecture, and the difference between von Neumann architecture and hardware architecture. If you find this video is useful to you, kindly subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching.